Okay, here's the third video, and let me play this again for you right at the beginning here. Okay, so I think we stopped right here, and you had about half of it left. But let me mention one more thing too. Since you have a membership to the site, you can look at those the 50 lessons that I have on from the ground up, from the basics, and it really will help you learning what it means to play in a certain key. It just kind of shows you the rules and what's probably going to happen in a certain key, and you can most of the time count on that, on certain chord progressions and things, and where you'll find flats and where you won't find them, where you'll find sharps. There's that really helps if you can get into that and those lessons and understand what I'm teaching in those lessons about playing in certain keys. But if we look at the end of the chord progression, we see a C chord, and so if you know about chords, then you'll know the very last chord is probably the key that you're in 99% of the time. So a C chord, we're not going to have any sharps or flats, right? Normally, oh look here, we got a flat, a B flat in there. Well, that's that 1% of the time you can have a different chord in there. So if you're wondering what key a song is in, go to the very end, listen to the last chord, and that's probably going to be what key it's in, unless it changes keys in the middle of the song and it doesn't go back. Well, we ended here. You can hear, let me scoot this back over to start it. Hear the bass note going down. Continues to go down. Okay, so you can hear that's centered there. You can hear the descending bass line. Bum, 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 right here. Bum, bum. If you listen to the recording, bum, 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 bum. That's not a B bum, not an A bum, B flat. So there's our accidental, or our B flat, or chord that we don't expect in the key of C, but there it is. And it sounds kind of nice there. So B flat. And then we hear bum, 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 bum. If you listen to that recording, you hear the bass doing that. And that's one of the things you could do, is go all the way through and just listen to the left hand and then go in and put the right. Now I'm kind of, I like to hear the chords immediately, so I like to do it together, left and right. But that's up to you. Now if you listen to the top note on the right hand, you can hear, let me start it and then scoot the board back over. Down a little more, down a little more. Okay, so most things will move by step, which means you're not going to be going all over the place with your chords. Sometimes you'll move a little bit, but not all over the place. So use the previous chord to help you get the next one, all right, that you're working on. And as far as the qualities of the chord, when E right here, it could have been an E, C, A, but that wouldn't have sounded right. And so I'd try my different options there. So we find out that E, C, G is the only thing that works. And then here the same thing, we hear that B flat. Now here's why I say get the left hand first. Because if you're trying to get the right hand chord, you're not going to expect a flat to be in there. So that's going to kind of throw you off. But if you're only listening for the bass note, just that single note, you'll hear that bum, bum, B flat, and that'll tip you off. You're going to have a B flat in the right hand too. So if you get it in the left hand, get that B flat, then it's going to help you get that right hand. That B flat won't throw you for a curve there. Now, you hear the bass note, or the top note go down here again, bum, 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 and in the key of C. Now that's basic chord accompaniment for a piano, and that's what you hear a lot on the Beatles, and even Billy Joel and Elton John did that sometimes. But their piano part's a little more complicated. In the next video, we're going to listen to some a little more complicated types of piano parts and how to listen for those. So this is the third video, and don't get down on yourself if you're having trouble hearing it and you're just not getting it. Just take a break and come back later or the next day, and because your ear's going to get tired and you're going to get tired of trying to figure it out. Give yourself a break and come back, and you'll see some progress after you do it for a little while. So this is the third video. Let's do the fourth one next.